What are UFOs and UAPs? Let's start with the basics. A UFO, or unidentified flying object, is any object observed in the sky that cannot be identified at the time of the sighting. In recent years, the U.S. military began using the term UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, to add scientific neutrality and remove the stigma associated with UFO. Most UFOs are eventually explained. Aircraft, drones, weather balloons, or natural atmospheric events. But a small percentage remain genuinely unexplained even after rigorous investigation. And that small percentage is where things get interesting. The most famous UFO sightings. Throughout modern history, thousands of UFO sightings have been reported. Some have become global legends, supported by radar data, eyewitnesses, or even photographic evidence. Let's look at a few of the most compelling cases. 1. The Roswell Incident, 1947. Perhaps the most iconic UFO story in history. In July 1947, something crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. At first, the U.S. Army issued a press release saying they had recovered a flying disc. But just a day later, they changed the story, claiming it was simply a weather balloon. That sudden retraction triggered decades of suspicion. Witnesses came forward claiming to have seen alien bodies and a cover-up of epic proportions, though skeptics attribute the debris to a secret program called Project Mogul. Roswell remains the spark that ignited global UFO fascination. 2. The Phoenix Lights, 1997. On the evening of March 13, 1997, thousands of residents across Arizona reported seeing a massive, silent V-shaped formation of lights slowly gliding across the sky. The lights were visible for over 300 miles and lasted nearly 3 hours. While the military later claimed they were flares from a training exercise, many eyewitnesses, including former Governor Fife Symington, publicly stated that what they saw was not of this earth. 3. The Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980. Often called Britain's Roswell, this incident involved U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge in England. Over 2 nights, servicemen reported strange lights descending into the nearby forest. One of the officers, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt, filed a report describing a metallic, glowing object and physical damage to the environment, including broken branches and elevated radiation readings. Despite official denial, the case remains one of the most documented military UFO encounters in history. 4. The USS Nimitz Tic Tac Incident, 2004. In November 2004, off the coast of Southern California, Navy pilots from the USS Nimitz encountered a white, oblong object, later described as shaped like a tic-tac, that displayed flight characteristics far beyond known technology: rapid acceleration, instant direction changes, and no visible means of propulsion. The object was also captured on radar and infrared by military systems. This event was later confirmed and declassified by the Pentagon, lending unprecedented credibility to the reality of UAPs. The Pentagon Revelations. For decades, the U.S. government denied any serious interest in UFOs. That changed dramatically in the 2010s. The Secret Pentagon Program, AATIP. In 2017, the New York Times broke a bombshell story revealing the existence of a previously undisclosed program, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP. Funded with $22 million and operating from 2007 to 2012, AATIP investigated reports of UAPs encountered by military personnel. Headed by Luis Elizondo, the program collected video footage, pilot testimonies, and radar data showing objects performing maneuvers that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Elizondo resigned in protest, claiming the U.S. government wasn't taking the threat seriously enough. After his resignation, several Navy videos were leaked, then later officially released by the Department of Defense in 2020. The leaked and confirmed videos. 3 videos, now widely known as FLIR-1, GIMBAL, and GOFAST, show Navy pilots tracking fast-moving objects with no visible propulsion or wings. FLIR-1, 2004, shows the Tic Tac object from the USS Nimitz encounter. GIMBAL, 2015, shows a saucer-like object rotating in the sky. GOFAST, 2015, captures a small, fast-moving object skimming the ocean surface at incredible speeds. The Pentagon confirmed the authenticity of all 3, stating that these objects are still officially unidentified. The 2021 UAP Report. In June 2021, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI, released an unclassified report examining 144 UAP incidents reported by U.S. military personnel between 2004 and 2021. Key findings. Only one case could be explained: a deflating weather balloon. 143 remained unexplained, with some displaying flight characteristics beyond current known capabilities. In 18 incidents, UAPs appeared to demonstrate advanced technology, including the ability to remain stationary in high winds, instantaneous acceleration, and submersion in water without slowing down. The report concluded that these objects may pose a national security threat, and more data collection and research are urgently needed. Congressional hearings and AARO. In 2022, the U.S. government formed the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, to take over investigation of UAPs. For the first time in over 50 years, Congress held public hearings on UFOs, with military witnesses testifying under oath about what they saw. In July 2023, a whistleblower named David Grusch, a former intelligence official, testified to Congress that the U.S. government possesses non-human craft and has run crash retrieval programs for decades. While his claims remain unproven, they added fuel to an already burning fire of speculation. So, what could UAPs be? There are 4 main theories regarding the origin of these mysterious objects. Foreign adversary technology. Could Russia, China, or another country have developed revolutionary aircraft? Intelligence officials say no known adversary possesses such advanced tech. Secret U.S. projects. Black budget programs could involve advanced drones or experimental aircraft, but many military witnesses claim these objects perform far beyond even our best prototypes. Natural or atmospheric phenomena. Optical illusions, plasma, or rare weather conditions could explain a few sightings, but not those confirmed on multiple sensors, radar, infrared, and pilot visuals. Extraterrestrial origin. The most controversial theory, but one that's no longer dismissed outright. Even Pentagon officials now say they cannot rule out non-human intelligence. Why it matters. Why does this topic deserve serious attention? National security. If advanced craft are operating in U.S. airspace with impunity, they represent a threat, no matter who controls them. Scientific discovery. Studying UAPs might lead to breakthroughs in propulsion, materials science, or even our understanding of physics. Existential questions. If these objects are not from Earth, then we are not alone, and that single realization would redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. Conclusion. For generations, the topic of UFOs lived in the shadows, dismissed as fantasy or delusion. But today, things are different. Governments are talking. Files are being released. Pilots, soldiers, and scientists are coming forward. And yet, the mystery remains. Are UFOs simply misunderstood technology or evidence of visitors from beyond? At 15 minutes of curiosity, we may not have the final answer, but we'll keep asking the questions until the truth finally comes out. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious.